Hey, what's up YouTube? Today we are replacing a PCV valve hose on Isuzu I-290. It's like a Chevy Colorado or GMC Canyon. Part number is GM number 151-23628. That's 151-23628. Alright, so why are we here? What came up is the truck was going into a reduced power mode, and a check engine light was coming on, bringing it up to the store. It was coming back with the P2135. Hold on, let me double check that. 2135. P2135 was the code that was coming up for it. So it says throttle body, and I know I cleaned the throttle body on this truck. I think it was around April, and I hadn't had any issues with it. It seemed like it said that the sensors, the accelerator pedal and the throttle body sensor weren't talking to each other. Whenever there's a hiccup between the two or something, it goes in this reduced power mode. You turn the truck off, you start it back up, it goes. So I'm like, okay, well, let's inspect the throttle body. So I go to take off the air intake manifold, and I see this PCV valve hose here. It's got a big hole in it. So I'm like, well, let's start there. So at the time, I ran up to the local parts store. They didn't have any. The dealer probably had it, but this was, I think, a Friday night at the time. And I didn't see anywhere in town that had it. So I just went online and saw it for $15. I ordered it. I'm sure you can find it for less. I'm sure you can find it for more, but I found it for $15. So I put some tape on it, put it back on, and it ran fine. So I do have the real part now, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it on, and hopefully that'll be the fix so far, because with just the tape on it, we haven't had any issues with it. So this is a possible P2135, a P2135 code. This is a possible fix. All right, the tools we're going to use today is pretty simple. I just got one big Phillips flathead, and I've got just a 10 millimeter with an extension to kind of get that air intake. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and stop real quick, and then I'll show you where we go now. We're back, and as you can see here, this is the air intake manifold we have to get. The hose is actually kind of behind it. Let me get the light here. The hose is actually back in there, so we have to take this off. I mean, if you get real creative, you may be able to get your hand back on there, but I don't think you'll be able to get a good connection with that hose. So what we got here is, there's that right there we need to take off, and that one there, and then you got there with the hose, and there also. That's all about it. And I'm gonna come back and when I got that off, so you guys can see where I'm at. But those are all I'm doing, is taking off that screw, and those two hose clamps to get that air intake manifold off, and you'll see right where that hose is. Right, check it out. There's the air intake manifold. We'll come back over here. We're gonna see, that's where that one hose clamp was. There's the other. And I had the one bolt there. I got the extensions on there because I got a throttle body spacer. You might not, where you see this here, that might be exactly where it goes in. I got these extensions because I got a throttle body spacer. Okay, so as you can see, here's the hose. Here's where that hose is, right here. And this one looks kind of beat up and all out of shape. My tape did stay, so it's a pretty good tape job on me, but we need to go ahead and get that replaced. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up that other one, put the other one on. Here we are, we're back. There's the new hose in, sitting all pretty right in between there. I want to show you real quick where it actually is. This is the back of the air intake manifold. You see that little rivet right there? That's where it goes in at when you put it all back together. So that's actually just about it. It's not a very big job. Like I said, this is a possible I keep forgetting this. P2135 fix. Looked like mine had a bunch of gunk in there, so I could just be having maybe some other issues going on. But I'm going to put that new hose in and hope for the best. But that's how you do a PCV valve hose for Isuzu I-290, GMC Canyon, or Chevy Colorado. All right, have a good one.